ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Power Vacuum. I'm your host, Belmont, and I'm coming at you with some breaking news. This article came out 2 hours ago. I was originally done recording, but I had to jump back here and do this one. This is going to take priority. I got to put this up as soon as possible. From PC Gamer, Blizzard ends new content development for Warcraft Rumble and lays off staff. Former employee says most of the team has been let go. So we did just talk about how Microsoft is going to be doing big layoffs. Did not know they were going to be killing whole games. They've already done that a lot. This is big news. Microsoft appears to be crumbling. Warcraft Rumble will continue to operate with in-game events and bug fixes, but further development is over. Less than a year after making its debut on PC, the real-time strategy game Warcraft Rumble has reached the end of the line. Blizzard announced today that it's made the extremely hard decision to end new content releases for the game, although it promised that updates focused on regular systemic in-game events and bug fixes will continue. Warcraft Rumble began development 9 years ago as a love letter to Azeroth and launched back in 2023, reflecting input from the enthusiastic players around the globe and the effort of a passionate team, some of whom continue to support Rumble or other Blizzard games, and some we've had to sadly part ways with, Blizzard wrote. Since launch, Rumble has struggled to find its footing relative to the ambition for its long term success, and for some time now, the team has been listening to the player feedback, refocusing in certain areas and exploring different options. Some of that work showed signs of progress, but ultimately wasn't enough to put the game on a path to sustainability. Warcraft Rumble caused a bit of a stir when it was announced in 2023 as Blizzard's first new RTS in years. Warcraft is possibly the most famous and influential RTS of all time, after all, but excitement was muted by the fact that it was a free to play mobile game. Is Warcraft as a real-time strategy? World of Warcraft is a phenomenon, but people view that as an MMO. It's not a real-time strategy. But is Warcraft the most famous real-time strategy? Is Command and Conquer not famous anymore? Maybe not anymore because of World of Warcraft. I don't know. I felt like Command and Conquer was the most famous. It's got the space or the Tim Curry line or some shit. It's got that meme. So people obviously have to look up where that's from, but I don't know. That's weird. I feel like that might just be a bait and switch or like a hook tag to get you in, but eh, is Warcraft as a real-time strategy more popular than Command and Conquer? Let's see. It came to PC a year later in December 2024, also free to play and exclusively on battle.net. Blizzard hasn't publicly shared player numbers, and the game's absence from Steam makes it pretty much impossible to tell how Warcraft Rumble is performing on PC. But given this outcome, it's fair to say it's not Blizzard's next big thing. And yes, the end of new content development for Warcraft Rumble means layoffs at Blizzard. Part of the wider cut of 9,000 employees Microsoft announced earlier today. Oh, did they drop the official number? 9,000 motherfucking people? Holy shit. We gotta look at this real quick. Nine. Microsoft is reportedly laying off around 9,000 people in total, and a lot of them are coming from the Xbox business. I told you Game Pass Ultimate was bad for business and it would destroy the gaming industry, but no, nobody wanted to listen to me. I'm just some kook on the internet. Nine 9,000. That is not a small number. Um, While the number of Blizzard employees being put out of work hasn't been announced, LinkedIn messages posted by multiple former Warcraft Rumble developers make it sound like the cuts run deep. Senior software engineer AJ Davis wrote that most of the Warcraft Rumble team was laid off, while 3D character artist Angelo B said the layoffs impacted his entire team. Along with the layoffs, Microsoft also canceled Rare's Everwild project, an unannounced MMO that's been in development at ZeniMax Online Studios since 2018, and perhaps most notably the Perfect Dark reboot announced in 2020. Perfect Dark developer, the initiative was also closed, and the Elder Scrolls Online game director Matt Fuhrer has who has headed up ZeniMax Online Studios since it was founded in 2007, is leaving the company. It's been a day all right. Fucking Matt Fuhrer is leaving. What that means is they gave him an option. You can either walk out amicably on your own terms, or you can wait and we'll fire you. Perfect Dark. They canceled Perfect Dark. They canceled Everwild. They canceled their unannounced MMO, unnamed. There's been rumblings that they were working on an MMO, but a lot of people thought Everwild might be the MMO or tie into it, but that was like a Reddit rumor, so don't hold it. That doesn't hold any water. But my God, Microsoft's gaming division is going down in flames. And this is after a couple months ago they were talking about reinventing their gaming division, or revitalizing their strategy or some shit like that. I mean, 9,000 employees, most of them from the Xbox industry, multiple studios shut down, entire projects being canned. This is bad news. It's bad news for Microsoft Studios. Don't expect any major games coming from them that aren't from already pre-established franchises, and then don't even trust it anyway because Blizzard Warcraft Rumble gone. Blizzard's like their Microsoft's new baby. Literally their new baby, and they're acting shit in that already. That's nuts. That's crazy. Um, yeah, I saw this headline. I didn't see it earlier. Obviously, I was, doing other work, and 2 hours ago, I think I was driving, so I just saw it, had to report it. Breaking news, as breaking as it can get on this channel, but there's the story. This is your host Belmont, signing out.